You know, it's not the destination, it's the adventure along the way. And it sounds cliche to say that, but that's really how it is.
My name is Devontae Carson. I'm a part of the Project Misters group, and I attended Southlake High School last year, graduated. Now I'm a student athlete at Central Arizona College. I'm on a path for just changing my life and becoming a better person in this world.
I'm Jalen Roy. I'm a part of the Cubs group, and we're just returning from camp. I'm one of the members, and I'm just trying to become a better leader in what I do and just stay on the right path and make the right decisions and help my peers make the right decisions and just try to make it to the top.
My name is Marcel Howard. I attended Southlake like 2 years ago. I'm part of the Cubs group at Dad's, and I'm just trying to change my life and get on a better path and do more positive.
I'm Irvin Mendoza. I'm attending Cleveland High School. I'm part of the Cubs and trying to get in the right path of life.
So recently we just got back from a trip at Washington Family Ranch. I wanted to take some time to first off clap it up for the people that helped us get there. We appreciate them. We appreciate them so much. We want to highlight some of the things you guys learned there. Let's start with the fun stuff. We each person go and just say, what was the funnest thing about camp? What'd you do there? What type of scenery did you see? Start with Jalen. What'd you see at camp?
I seen a lot of diversity. When I first got there, I noticed that there were all different, races, and it was a comfortable scenery once I got there, just being out of your environment and being in something totally different, something that you've never seen before. And I had a lot of fun getting in the water. There was a lot of water around us. Everywhere you looked, you seen water, and it was pretty hot out there, and it was pretty cooling just to get in the water and just enjoy the different water activities.
Sale, what did you like out there?
Man, the best thing about camp is just being in a positive environment. No distraction, no phones, no media, no music, well, not no day-to-day music,
right.
Spiritual and gospel music and just music that's uplifting and all the positives. It was,
like
and all the rides,
the zip line.
And yeah.
What else?
The blob.
What made the zip line so special for you?
Man, because I'm afraid of heights, so I didn't really want to go on it, but I had my brothers just encourage me, was like, you gotta do it, because you only can do it once while we're here.
YOLO.
So come on, we just did it, and I kind of conquered my height of fear.
That's what's up. Irvin, what'd you like?
I like that it was a positive weekend to spend some time with Jesus and learn some more stuff about him.
Just the fun stuff too. What'd you see there? Like when you pulled up to camp, what was your vision like? Driving through the mountains in the dirt, and then the pull to the campus.
It was like a dream vacation.
It was like a dream vacation.
Like spending the whole weekend, like no parents, just everything, just normal, every kids, having some free time, like activity after activity. The rope course was amazing.
Man, yeah, I was rattled.
So crazy. I'm scared of heights too, but at the same time, I just had to take one for the team.
What about you, DC?
My greatest, it was a fun experience because where we come from, we don't get to experience things like that. And I just like the whole camp all the way around. It was nothing but positive people and positive things we was doing. You didn't have to, there was no media. It was everything just great for us, actually, because we don't even get to experience nothing like that. And I thank everybody that made it possible for us, because we really enjoyed it and we wanted to go back. The day we left, we wanted to go back. It was crazy, man. It was lifetime changing.
That's what's up. So Will, as he mentioned earlier, diversity, right?
Right.
This was a big difference because they had people from where was they from?
Spain,
Australia, Basque Country, Spain, Australia, Montana, Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, California. Over 700 and 4 students and over 300 staff. So
like
well over 1,000
1,000.
people. 1,000 people. That was really a culture shock just to be around people like that, and then also to share an experience. This was very new to me, seeing the gospel on this type of height, and then the people from Basque are their spiritual beliefs is a lot different. Catholic people settled there like 100 years ago. They were making people convert, and if they wouldn't convert, they'd kill them. So
Wow.
some of them now are like diehard atheists and don't believe in a God at all. So for them to get exposed to Jesus and get opportunity, that was amazing.
Wow, that's heavy.
DC said something real while we were there. Remember we were doing the fun group games and we're running the one night, and he was like, bro, if we're in the neighborhood, I have to look out for who's on the phone. But it's so peaceful out here. We're free to be kids and have fun. So
Yeah, it's very spiritual.
Now that's huge.
that's huge. So going back to that, talk a little bit about your guys' background and where you've been from, because that's one thing you said in the midst of the diversity. You're like, I get to be a kid, bro. If we're in the neighborhood, I have to look around at who's running around me at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about your life. Like, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from South Seattle. I'm a known affiliated with the gangs and stuff, and like I know later on in my life, as I got older, I just started to realize after all my friends done passed away, I started to realize like that wasn't the way to go. So I was like, I started joining gang prevention groups and joining all the groups that are trying to help the youth. So I just was thinking, like my grandma, because my grandma allowed all my friends to come over, and then she was like, it's better they be here than on the streets. So then that just made me realize like life's important. And then like me just seeing all my bros just suffering in the streets, it just made me want to change my life. So that's why I just decided to go. I did 3 months in the county before I decided to go to school. So I ended up going to school, to college right after I got out of jail. And like ever since I've been in college, I realized like life's important and God's really there to help you out for everything you do. Because where I come from and where I was on the verge of going, it's not like what I imagined right now how I'd be doing it. Because right now I say I'm doing better than what everyone projected. And it's really life-changing. And I'm proud of all my friends and all my family that surrounds me.
That's what's
And
up.
I'm thankful for God, definitely, because without Him I would really be nothing. I kept my faith strong in the man above, and He's doing His job.
That's
Great.
what's up. Jalen, talk a little bit about like some of the things you've gone through in life, some adversities you've overcome, or some background stuff with yourself.
I've overcome, I would say, quite a bit. I'm not too different from anybody. I lost my mom when I was 18. Before that, you know, in and out of shelters and confidentiality homes. As a younger one, I wasn't so much raised into seeing the violence around me. I was more the one seeing the violence inside the home, domestic violence wise, and so I think that just helps me build on to be the man that I want to see opposite of the one that I seen in the house. And so just kind of growing up, you know, just like any other old kid, you know, I got used to seeing everybody outside hanging out with friends and getting caught up in what's in the streets, and I made a lot of bad decisions and made a lot of bad choices, but I've been able to learn from them. I ended up having a kid at an early age, and I ended up having a baby that ended up not being mine at an early age, and I still take care of her. So it's just a lot of life learning experiences I can say I've had. Like I said, I'm not too much better than anyone, you know, not too much different than anyone else around me.
But
And
you've
so,
been able to overcome some
yeah,
of those
been
obstacles.
able to overcome a lot of those obstacles. After my mom ended up getting housing of my own in Renton, you know, I'm only 20 now, so
Clap it up for that.
it's a big accomplishment for me to, and it takes a lot of perseverance, you know, where I come from, because, you know, you'll be in the struggle for a long time, you know, every day's a struggle, and even when you're doing good, you know, you can still struggle, and even when you're on the right path, you can still run over if you're still sitting there. So you got to just keep moving in whatever you do, you know. I just kind of learned that. So every day I just look in the mirror and just tell myself I can do it, and so that's what keeps me pushing.
That's what's up. Sale?
Man, I went through a long journey, but through God, He didn't help me kind of handle what I've been through. But like my brother said, I come from South Seattle, so I done been involved with gangs, and at a young age I then see myself going to prison for a little time, and when I got out, it just things changed, and then I ended up losing somebody very close to me, and it kind of discouraged me, so I just really didn't just stopped on life. But well, I went to the Young Life camp, and it showed me different. It just opened my eyes just to stop looking in your past and look for your future. Then my mentor just really been helping me try to get back on the right path, so I just been trying to just stay on the straight path and be more positive. So yeah.
This is stuff, so. Irvin?
I'm from South Seattle.
Okay.
South
End, aka the South End. Go ahead.
I'm from there. My whole life I've been like a troublemaker, been with ups and downs, family troubles. Right now I'm trying to get my future together, so find a job, get my life straight, and then accomplish what God made me to do in life, and that's all.
That's cool. So each time at camp, there would be a club time, and during club, what were some of the things you guys would see at club? Anyone free to speak?
We had.
What was the fun part about club? Just transitioning to it, because club was kind of cracking.
Entering into club, there was always music playing just to kind of get us loose and just to kind of get our, spirits, our energy going and flowing, get the adrenaline of, positive energy going, and it was just overall a positive environment, a positive place to go into. Once you go inside those doors, it was a time to not necessarily stay serious, but it was time to get serious and know that you're going to have laughs, but it's also a good place to learn. We learned a lot going into club.
Okay. It just helped build your spiritual look on God and all the things that He did for us.
Huh?
Yeah. Everything He did for us, the sacrifice He made just to believe in us and all that. It's just a good time where everybody just came together and just basically just gave their mind up to the Lord so He could speak to us.
That's a good look. What'd you think about club?
It was like a moment where you could learn more about God and how Father gave up His own Son to the death, and how He protects us all from bad and good. How He loves us all, and every person inside the whole world is like a family. That we came from God. He gave us life and joy.
So, what do you think about club?
It helped me understand the relationship with God, and it helped me understand what He sacrificed for all of us who sins. Like that's very deep, because I know I wouldn't sacrifice my son for everybody, and I know I'm like everything I do now is for the man above, because without Him I feel like you're nothing in this world. You definitely need to believe in Him, because He's going to make you believe in Him. We witnessed it. Literally witnessed it.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that.
One particular club, they have us come in, and the theme was the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. And a little bit more about, it gave you a better picture of what a crucifixion looks like. So a lot of people think you die just from the whips and the stabbing, but really you're getting suffocated. They broke it down like you got nailed in, whipped, and stretched from your extremities, right? So it's so hard to breathe that you gotta harness yourself up for air, and that only lasts so long. Then again, and that only lasts so long until you're bleeding so much you don't have enough strength to lift yourself up. So they showed that. And for a lot of our kids, that was their first time ever seeing the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. They showed Passions of Christ. So after that, the speaker challenged us to go outside and have a moment with God, just be quiet, and then 20 minutes, and just observe the presence of God in His Word. So I'm not going to say, I want you guys to say, What happened when we went out there for 20 minutes of quiet?
He said you can go anywhere in the campsite, anywhere. But it just so happened everybody just was looking and went the same way, just looking at the sky. And it's just thunder or lightning for like the whole dang near the whole 20 minutes. It's just lightning, but no thunder, no sound though. And it's just the winds blowing hard, like you just knew he was there. It was unbelievable.
Felt his presence,
For sure.
a strong presence.
And no sound.
No sound.
Lightning with no thunder. Look, yeah, go ahead. What did you say? Because you said you had a time with God. What did you say during cabin time? Remember?
What's it called? I closed my eyes and I was looking at the thunder and I told God if He was actually with me, showing that the lightning was Him, to do something to show me if it was really Him. And I felt the wind present just come through. I'm like, oh snap, that's Him. I saw a bird just fly through and then a bunny coming out and I'm like, this could be God.
He's throwing you signs like
I'm here, I'm with you. I'm here like I'm here to protect you and be with my whole life.
That's good. That's good. Another thing, I remember thinking, I'm sitting down, I'm like, God, why is everybody looking the same way? This is before the lightning actually hits. I'm like, God, why is everybody facing this one direction? And I was like, I'm about to walk over there. And then, boom, the lightning hits. And I'm like, oh, it made me think of that scripture in the Bible, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. So it just felt, Randy said it the funniest thing in Cabin Hills, like God was flexing on us. Let us know like who's really in charge. So there's no coincidence, I think, in the Lord and His purpose. And everyone, all 704 students, 300 plus staff are all looking the same way. God wanted to show us something. And it wasn't just once. It was lightning, and then lightning again in the same exact place, and then lightning again, no thunder. That's not science. That's not scientifically possible. Over 1,000 people witnessed that. So that brought faith alone. Isaiah mentioned it in the thing in our cabin time. Isaiah was like, lightning with no thunder? Oh, you can never deny God. Yeah. You know what's strong for me? Remember Peter? So Peter's Buddhist, but he came just to share with us because our relationships, and they taught that about Christianity, leading people with love and showing them by example. But anyway, Peter came. And I remember after seeing Passions of Christ, he started crying. You guys remember what he said? You guys remember? Do anybody remember? I remember this vividly. He starts crying, and he was like, "I'm Buddhist, but I got a lot of love for you guys and for Jesus. So I respect Jesus," and he was crying for Jesus. That was so strong to me that and one day God can open your perspective and expose you to something so strong like that. Where's another time where you guys felt Jesus really strongly? First cabin time. Explain that.
First cabin time because I really opened up on the issue that it was tough for me, and just to show all the love from everybody that was in my cabin. It was like we wasn't even there for a long period of time. It was a short period of time. So everybody cared about what I was talking about and showed the hurt and pain that I had, and everybody just comforted me, and I was like, you feel like I got love in the room.
That's God. God is love.
That was big for me.
I appreciate that. We appreciate you sharing because you set the tone for the whole camp. So stepping out on the limb and opening that door, man, you made it so we could all walk in. So that was great leadership. Go ahead with you. Talk about the mountain.
Yeah, I don't remember what the elevation of the mountain was or how high it was, but 4 o'clock in the morning,
astronaut high.
Yeah, astronaut high. So I mean, there's this mountain we have been talking about, hiking up for a couple days, and we just kind of been blowing it off, being real tired in the morning and just being lazy about it. So one morning, I guess we finally got up. It was about 4:15 in the morning, and we couldn't even get anything to drink or anything to eat. We just took off. It was me, Kevin, Caleb, and
Joey.
And Joey, and just going up the mountain, man. It was a steep mountain, and it just kind of makes you want to break down, makes your legs want to break down. Your legs just, they almost want to give out. You start sweating real heavily, and just me and Joey and the other two, we just started to kind of run up the hill. I just felt the burst of energy. I prayed before I went up and praying on my way up, and I just felt the burst of energy to start running up the hill. And me and Joey are just just going back and forth, just racing up this hill, trying to race up it. You know, nothing competitive, just trying to be motivated and determined to get to the top, and just seeing all four of us get up there to the top before the sun actually rose felt like a blessing, because once we got up there, we seen a bed that was had rocks shaped as a cross, you know, and it just kind of reassured me that, you know, that Christ he's always on top, you know, he's always at the top waiting for you. And once we got up there, you know, and we waited around for about an hour, you know, just kind of talking, and you know how good it felt. We communicated with the Bass Country girls and took some pictures, and once the sun came up, you know, it just really felt like an uplifting, you know, accomplishment, like something has actually been done for the better. And really it was just done for the better of our hearts, just to kind of make our hearts bigger and receive what it is that was at the top of that hill. So felt pretty good.
That was deep. That was my first sunrise I ever witnessed. Did you?
Yeah, that was my first one I've ever witnessed.
That just to see God is earth too, like just to see how powerful and strong He is to create the sun and the universe and the stars and the grass and the air and the birds and the trees and your hair and your waves and the dips.
It's like infinite.
It was crazy to see that. That was amazing. DC, what did you see? Was there anything that just stood out to you that was like, wow, God's here. I can feel His presence.
How we all got along and how everything worked around. Like at first, when we first got in the van, it was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? I only know these guys right here. And then like a couple hours in, we was all brothers. And like we didn't even know each other like that, but we was all like, what's up, bro? Like this is my guy, and I don't even know him like that. He's my brother. Everything. And I just like how we all vibed together and we was rocking together. And it touched a lot of people's heart that we was all, because we're all black and you know, we got our little race going on, and everybody else is a different race than us, and we showed we showed the other people that like these guys was good people. They really liked us a lot.
Come in peace.
Yeah, they really liked us a lot.
Yeah, tons of compliments on you guys' enthusiasm. Tons of leaders.
Yeah, in fact, I've got actually some calls about it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they were really proud of you guys.
Yeah, because I mean, where we're from, like, if you don't really know someone, you know, you kind of turn the shoulder, turn the other cheek on them, you know, and so kind of coming into the group, on the way there, we all kind of got to know each other, but once we got there, we just kind of wanted to show everybody, you know, that we're not, you know, black people where we're from kind of looked at as ignorant, you know, we kind of want to show them that we're not ignorant, you know, we can be well-mannered young men, and, you know, we can definitely come here to show you guys how young men are supposed to act, especially young men that want to grow up to be something or be better than what they are now, you know, so it felt really good to hear that we got compliments. We weren't doing it for the compliments, you know. Some of us felt as if we weren't getting, you know, enough love, and, you know, it's just, in the end, you know, they liked us more than we thought they did, so it was a blessing.
Being back and knowing that, like, you guys can walk with some grown men at Dad's, you know, knowing that you can come there every Monday, do you feel that will have a significant impact on your future in these these early years,
what's the benefit
as you become adult? Yeah, what's the benefit of the group as you become young men?
And it helps you understand life, and they help you grow. Like, they really help you grow, because at first my outlook in life was different. And then when I started hanging around with Kev and Dion and them, they started showing me the ropes, what it takes to be a man. Stop trying to be the man, become a man. And that's what I realized in life. I'm gonna try to be a man, not be the man around. And like how to treat a female, that's what they showed us at the camp. Like, cause Nate asked me when I was going up to get a girl for the little date, and he was like, you know, this is positive, right? And you know, I'm a brother, so that's why he really came at me. So I thought about it, I was like, yeah, he's right though, you know, I'm gonna just take the girl. And now I was acting all shy with the girl, but really I'm not even shy like that. But you know, we was gentlemen out there.
Did it classy.
Yeah, we did real classy. Way different than we do in the hood. You know, we in the hood, it's
what's happening?
Yeah, like, what's up, Miss Shawty? You know how we do it in the hood, but that's what we just took all that hood mentality out of us. And Kev was that's what Kev was telling us, like, anything that got to do with anything back home, just cancel that, scratch all that, and we're doing what we do right here, all positive, God environment, bro.
Top 3 rules. What's the top 3 rule? Number 1, no. Be positive. What's the second rule?
Be positive.
What's the third rule?
Be positive.
Okay, then we're on the same page. That's what's up. Talk more about that experience. So you guys got to escort the ladies and go to dinner. What they have?
Oh no, I was talking about the time when we was square dancing.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
Treat them like ladies.
Because that's when Nate came up to me. He was like, "Yeah, treat them like ladies."
Yeah, right.
So and like they lined us up with ladies we don't even know. Like we didn't even see. We had to walk behind the wall, and then they was just walking. And you have a girl by your side, and then they was like, "Treat them like ladies," and that was the best thing. Like show a female what it is to be a real man, and show them like men, because. Like the females there, they what they talk about, they was talking about how most of the females.
Oh, the statistics that night was heavy in club.
Heavy, yeah, they was
so
talking
in
about.
Club, they were talking about they were doing a cardboard. They were doing a cardboard testimony. I've never seen that before. You're like, cardboard testimony, what's that? So then a person lifts up a cardboard and it says like, I'm a rapist. And then they flip it around and stuff. And now God saved me.
I don't even know where to begin. It was awesome.